Moji, I'll request we start taking some questions. This is a very heavy file. Somehow it's not coming on my email. So थोड़ा business format के बारे में कौन-कौन से locations पे, because I'm seeing some questions which have already started to come in from our investors. So एक तो हमारा format जो size है, क्या-क्या उसमें offering है, if that can be discussed, and I'll take these questions real time, and once I have the presentation, I'll put that.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So coming to the format, it's a FOFO format where the franchise, it will be a franchise owned, franchise operated. The investment would be around 16 to 17 lakhs, which covers the equipment cost, signage cost, fitting cost, and the franchise fee of rupees 5 lakhs as well. Then the area would be around 300 to 350 square foot. And in that area, we would be primarily selling 3 to 4 categories. First category would be chaat items. Chaat items would include Raj Kachori, Dahi Balla, Papi Chaat, Aloo Tikki, Golgappe. And the second category would be like street food of India, street food, mini meals like pav bhaji, chole bhature, matra kulcha. And then another category would be of the snacks category, that is samosa, patty samosa, dal kachori, onion kachori, paneer pakoda, bread pakoda, which are like a very quick snacks. You can just purchase it and you're good to go. And then there's another category of sweets like rasmalai, rasgulla, gulab jamun, kaju barfi, desi ki motichur laddu. And last category would be beverages like chaach, lassi, badam milk. So these would be the product offerings. And when it comes to the FOFO model, we are looking for strong operational investors who are willing to run the show. We will the role of NATHU'S would be to provide you the adequate manpower, to provide you assistance with the licenses, to provide you assistance with the training of the manpower, training of how to run the outlet. The materials and the food products would be provided by us from our centralized base kitchen, which is located in Delhi itself, in Okla. The roles of the franchisee would be to operate the outlet on a daily basis, in which we will provide training to the franchisee. And in this model, the ROI would be would be 16 to 18 months.
Moji, can we run through the presentation we already have now on the screen? Agar quickly,
yes, we can.
And
yes,
if we can go on the next slide. I think we did give a brief introduction on the company. We can move on to the next slide, please.
Yes, we can move on to the next slide. So it was NATHU'S was founded by my great grandfather Lala Nathuram ji in 1939. We have a legacy of 83 years. We are exporters of sweets, namkeens, and street food of India. We have QSR restaurants all across Delhi NCR. Next slide. So some of the core values for which we relied upon and which are dependent and which customers buy products from us is loyalty, consistency, quality, and commitment. Because of all these values, we have a legacy of over 83 years where customers can depend on us, rely on us, and just eat good quality products. Next slide. So our main mission is to maintain authentic taste, high quality, hygiene, and affordable prices. Make sure our customer is happy after eating products. We don't want our customers to eat bad quality products and go sad after eating products. So we make sure that the taste and consistency is the same every time the customer comes. Next slide. On a huge public demand, we started with our online portal where we sell sweets, cakes, pastries all over India. We are also on e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Milk Basket, and many more. Next slide. Some of the services that we provide are licensing and franchising, white label packaging for other brands. We do the job work. And we also have the delivery of our packaged products of sweet, cookies, and namkeens. Next slide. So we sell through four ways at Nathus. First is the retail, through our retail outlets, where we do dine-in, takeaway, home delivery. Second way is the wholesale of our packaged products of cookies, namkeens, and sweets. The third way is that we deliver products across India of our packaged products, and we also deliver our products across the globe. Next slide. So some of the top clients of Nathus are Amazon, Flipkart, Sony, Accenture, Milk Basket, Vivo. Next slide. At Nathus, we believe to be there where everyone is. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Swiggy, and Zomato. Next slide. So these are some of the indicative creatives we ran for our marketing campaigns. You can relive the nostalgia with Nathus. You can relive the old times with your grandparents. Some of these are the packaged products, ranging from sweets, cookies, and namkeens. Starting shelf life would be 7 days, and it goes on till 6 months. Next slide. These are some of the reviews posted by our customers on Zomato. They love our chole bhature. They love our South Indian products as well. Next slide. So Indian sweets is a huge market, and a lot of players are now entering into the markets. It's a great opportunity for anyone to enter this market. Next slide. So as I mentioned, these are some of the product offerings for our franchise model, starting from the chaat items: Golgappa, Dahi Bhalla, Mixed Bhalla Papdi Chaat, Raj Kachori, Aloo Tikki, Aloo Chaat. Then coming to the street food of Delhi: Pav Bhaji, Chole Bhature, Chana Kulcha, Matra Kulcha. Then coming on to the snacks section where we serve samosa, dal kachori. Coming on to the sweet section where we are selling rasmalai, rasgulla, gulab jamun, and then to the beverages to go with the food, lassi, chaaj, badam milk. So this is our kiosk franchise model. We have come up with two models of FOFO model. Both are FOFO models, and the area required would be 150 square foot. So when I talk about the 150 square foot model, this model only comprises of the chart items. Like it'll be like a small chart counter where people can just come and have chart. And when I talk about the 300 square foot model, it comprises of sweets and North Indian food as well. The setup cost for a 150 square foot model would be 5 to 5.5 lakhs, and whereas for a 300 it would be 11 to 12 lakhs. Franchise fee for a 150 square foot is 3.5, whereas for a 300 square foot it's 5 lakh rupees. Gross margin in both the models is 50%. Payback period for 150 square foot model is 18 to 20 months, whereas for a 300 square foot it's 16 to 18 months, and the agreement would be for 5 years. Next slide. So there are certain roles and responsibilities of the franchisee and the brand. The responsibilities of the franchisee are to run operations on a daily basis, adhere to the SOPs given, keep employees motivated, ensure brand guidelines, quality and hygiene, ensure proper implementation of the marketing activities given by the brand, maintain accounts and maintain inventory, proper inventory management. Training mandatory, training to be given, proper the franchisee should be properly trained before running operations. Maintain good customer relationships. Some of the roles and responsibilities of the brand are as follows: help franchisee with site selection, licensing, and fit out. We would help you in tech and SOP selection as well. We would provide training to the franchisee before starting operations. We would help with staff and product training as well. We will also help in conducting central marketing activities through different platforms. We will also help in maintaining the consistency and the quality of products at your outlet. We will also help in advertisement and promotional schemes. We will also help in marketing and sales support. We will also provide the store audits and advisory to improve the performance of it, to improve your sales performance. Next slide. So these are some of the factors which we're looking for young entrepreneurs who understand the brand and who understand the brand. We're also looking for individuals having the passion for a sweet brand. We're also looking for investors with strong operational capabilities who are willing to run the show. Next slide. So these are our current focus is on Delhi NCR right now. So some of the areas in Delhi would be South Delhi, West Delhi, North Delhi, East Delhi. In NCR, our focus is Ghaziabad, Gurugram, Faridabad, Noida. In East Delhi, Vivek Vihar, Lakshmi Nagar, Mahir Vihar. So these are some of the areas which we would like to focus on. Thank you everyone for listening to me, and I'll be very happy to answer any of your questions.
Great, thank you, Mohitji. The friends will take any questions that you would have. I also understand we have a lot of people who are also watching on Facebook Live. At the same time, we also had a lot of investors, in fact, who had shown interest in the opportunity. And this is comparatively very different format to many F&B companies that start, franchising. And they would be looking at, partners in Delhi NCR. I saw somebody asking what locations we are for, at this point in time considering. So this would be Delhi NCR to start off with. And, they are looking at currently which the formats which the company operates includes a dine-in takeaway and also her delivery. It includes both, I would say, packaged product, which they currently are retailing across India. And also this would include a lot of snack products. Now, this format is something which is extremely compact. And if you see the financials and also the area which is required, which starts at 150 square feet for a small kiosk and about 300 square feet for comparatively a bigger format, where the investment would range between 5 to 10 odd lakhs depending on the area that you would need. Now the interesting thing is that as the model and the format, this is a very idiot proof format. There is no cooking which is required. The entire supply chain is something which the brand would handle. So when I say supply chain, the entire standardization of products, consistency in taste, packaging, all that is something which is being taken care by the company, and that is something which is extremely important. And this is one area when you have standardized supply chain, it also help as a franchise partner reach economies of scale very, very quickly. It does not require a very huge structure in terms of staffing. So there's a lean staff structure which is required. So when I say lean staff structure, it also means that you don't have too high operating costs. So chota format hai, 150 to 300 square feet. And मोहिची अगर थोड़ा सा ब्रेकअप हम दे सके इन्वेस्टमेंट का, आई सॉ देयर वाज अ कंपोनेंट ऑफ फ्रेंचाइज फी और एक हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट डाला हुआ था. नाउ फ्रेंचाइज फीस इज ओवर एंड अबव द इन्वेस्टमेंट और दिस इंक्लूड्स द इन्वेस्टमेंट दैट वी हैव मेंशन्ड. So friends, I'll repeat for you. 150 आपका एक format है, 300 आपका एक format है. For a 300 square feet format, your investment is about 12 odd lakhs. And इस format में typical आपका franchise fees is about 5 odd lakhs. जो छोटा format है 150 square feet का, इसमें आपका जो overall investment is almost about 6 odd lakhs and 3.5 lakhs इसमें franchise fees है. So मोजी ये add होके franchise fees है या जो हम 5.5 लाख की कर रहे हैं इसमें ही franchise fees included है? Is it over and above?
So for a 300 square foot, it's 12 plus 5.
Okay, so which would mean 300 square feet का overall investment including franchise fees तकरीबन आपका 16 लाख तक पहुंचता है. और अगर आप 150 square feet करते हैं तो आपका जो investment है तकरीबन आपका 8 लाख का होता है.
Yes, you're right.
And मुझे इसमें जो आपका setup cost है इसमें क्या है components हमारे आते हैं?
इसमें components, firstly it would be the equipment, the kitchen equipment and utensils and all, and then it would be fitting, and then it will be signages, and then would be procuring licenses.
Okay. Now जी ये हमारा छोटा फॉर्मेट है, कौन सी लोकेशंस पे तो आप एडवाइस करेंगे? बिकॉज ये छोटा है, we need to be at locations which are convenient. So any specific locations that you suggest these kind of
for any of the formats we are looking for locations having a higher footfall, very high footfall, whether it would be residential or commercial.
And इसमें सप्लाई चेन कैसे हैंडल करेंगे मुझे? बिकॉज ये छोटा फॉर्मेट है, सब कुछ आप हैंडल करें, किस फॉर्म में सप्लाई चेन जाएगा, क्या इसका पीरियड रहता है?
So everything would be supplied from our base kitchen, starting from the semi-finished goods. For example, if you're selling chole bhature, so
Mhm.
the semi-finished chole would be
Mhm.
sent by us, and the batter for the bhatura would be sent by us as well, and
Okay.
the packaging would be sent by us as well. So you don't have, you just have to fry the bhatura at the outlet. Nothing else needs to be done.
Mhm.
Even the vegetables, even the vegetables will be sent by us on a daily basis.
Okay. Anything which is required to be procured by a franchisee, कोई भी food जो भी हमारे offering है, which we saw in the menu, कोई इसमें fresh products हैं जो franchisee को locally procure कर रहे हैं या सारी की सारी supply chain हम handle कर रहे हैं?
The all of the supply chain will be handled by us only, since every day we'll have to send our car to, because all our products are fresh.
Correct. And इसमें हम
So
package भी रखेंगे, जैसे apart from the snacks जो हमने menu में देखा, would we also have packed items?
all of the items which were mentioned in the product offerings, these are all
हाँ जी.
fresh items. These are not packaged items. We can create a separate small counter for packaged products for our cookies, namkeens, and sweets.
करेक्ट. हाँ, सो जिसमें सब कुछ है, गोलगप्पे हैं आपका, एक चाट काउंटर बेसिकली हो गया, बाकी आपके स्नैक्स विच इंक्लूड जो पाव भाजी, छोला भटूरा, कुलचा, समोसा, एंड आल्सो सम
Yes.
स्वीट्स एंड बेवरेजेस, जिसमें
Yes.
लस्सी है, छाछ है, पिस्ता मिल्क है, ढोकला, एंड आल्सो ब्रेकफास्ट आइटम्स लाइक पूरी सब्जी. ऑल दैट इज समथिंग which is part of the menu for these two formats. मोहित जी, इसमें जो 150 एंड 300 स्क्वायर फीट का फॉर्मेट है, इन दोनों में हमारा जो ऑफरिंग है सेम रहेगा या छोटे फॉर्मेट में हम ऑफरिंग कम रखेंगे एंड बड़े में पूरा का
So,
पूरा मेन्यू
so
ऑफरिंग रहेगा?
when I talk about the 150 square foot area, I only talk about the chart items, like a chart count. Like people just come and eat chart there. They can get it packed or take away. There's a takeaway also, and there's standing they can eat it as well. But when I talk about the 300 square foot, then I talk about the chart items, the street food items, the beverages, and the sweets as well.
Absolutely. Great. Now, Pochi, now going on the operating expenses, and I saw some questions because अभी हम सिर्फ छोटा format launch करना चाहते हैं. You already are running a bigger format. सुंदर नगर बहुत पुराना outlet है, flagship outlet है जो हम run कर रहे हैं बहुत सालों से. So I had somebody who wanted to know if you want to do even a restaurant. So friends, I want to make clear, अभी सिर्फ हम छोटा format ही देख रहे हैं, 150-300 square feet. If you have a great location for a restaurant, please reach out. We might want to discuss that offline. Now, Mohit ji, अगर हम ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस की बात करें, हाउ मच इज द फूड कॉस्ट, बिकॉज सारी की सारी सप्लाई चेन आपकी तरफ से हैंडल होंगी. सो इसमें अगर हम आइडल रेंटल की बात करें, फूड कॉस्ट की बात करें, इवन फॉर दैट मैटर हमारा जो यूटिलिटी कॉस्ट है, रॉयल्टी स्ट्रक्चर है, ये सारे खर्चे मिला के अप्रोक्सीमेट क्या एक परसेंटेज में बनते हैं? और कोई एक
So,
प्रोजेक्शन जो आपको लगता है देना भी चाहते हैं भी, अगर 150 स्क्वायर फीट का फॉर्मेट है, टिपिकल क्या सेल इसकी निकल सकती है और हमारे रिलेटेड खर्चे इसमें क्या होंगे?
So when I talk about the numbers and the expenses, so when it comes to the food cost, including the raw materials, everything related to the food, it's 50%. So for example, the product is for 100 rupees, we'll be charging 50 rupees. Then comes the expenses. The expenses are, first, the expenses is your food cost. If I'm talking about the P&L of a franchisee, the first expense would be food cost. Then the expense would be packaging, and then comes your salary, then comes your rent, then comes your electricity, then comes your gas, then comes your staff food, then comes your marketing activities. So after the 50% food cost, your net operating margin in the first year comes around 11%, and within 5 years it comes around 16%, 16 to 17%.
सो इसमें ओवरऑल फूड कॉस्ट क्या रहेगी? फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं मानूं कि एक कियोस्क की सेल फॉर दैट मैटर, अगर हम फॉर एग्जांपल हम 10 लाख की अगर लेके चलते हैं, तो इसमें हमारा टिपिकल क्या इसमें फूड कॉस्ट का कंपोनेंट हमारा ओवरऑल क्या रहेगा फ्रेंचाइजी के लिए?
Food cost component would be 50%, where like if you're doing sales of like 1 crores, then the food cost would be around 45 to 50 lakh.
ओके, सो 50% हमारा फूड कॉस्ट की तरफ जाता है, एंड
Yes.
इसके अलावा हमारा एक कंपोनेंट रेंटल का भी होगा. सो व्हाट इज
Yes.
दैट यू आर अज्यूमिंग टिपिकली? फ्रेंड्स, इफ आई हैव टू गिव यू सम अंडरस्टैंडिंग इन द फूड सेगमेंट, एंड दिस इज 50% ऑन द फूड कॉस्ट एज मोहित जी हैज मेंशन. टिपिकली आपका 10 से 12% आपका जाना चाहिए आपका रेंटल की तरफ, and maybe a lower on the I would say the manpower which is required, because बहुत बड़ी manpower इसमें required नहीं है. So I would say another 10 to 15%, 12% typically आपका manpower की तरफ जाएगा. 8 से 10% utility होता है आपका, electricity हो गया, पानी हो गया, ये सब आपको utility की तरफ जाता है. मोहित जी, इसमें कोई royalty भी हम charge कर रहे हैं?
So we're not charging any royalty. The only fees we would be charging would be the franchise fee initially.
And कोई ongoing royalty नहीं है. There is no
There's no
ongoing
other
royalty.
there's no other end. There's no royalty.
Great. So for a franchisee partner, friends, अगर आप ये सारे आप expenses निकाल लेते हैं, जिसमें major cost हमारा food cost है, which the company is taking care of, which is 50%, and balance आपका utility, which is about 8 to 10%, and about 12 to 15% आपका occupancy and manpower cost आता है. All these costs put together, almost आपका 80% is the entire operating structure. तो जिसमें आपका on an average आपका 20% becomes your your margin or your absolute value that you can derive. Now मोहित जी, इसमें अगर हम throughput की बात करते हैं या average हमारी sales की बात करते हैं between these two formats, is there any projections that you also want to share with the investors?
So we
कितना
projected
ideally करना चाहिए?
we have projected around sales of 12 to 13 lakhs per month for a 300 square foot outlet, which would gives us a sale of like 1.5 CR in 1 year.
Absolutely. Or I'll take some questions. I have a question from Mr. Sunil Kumar Singh. He says he is located in Gaur Chowk, Noida Extension. Rather, he has a property in one of the malls, and there's a food court where he wants to have a counter. So, Sunil ji, I think that is open. Mohit ji, आप कुछ इसमें add करना चाहते हैं उस location के लिए?
Yes, so yes, we can definitely meet and connect, and we can obviously see the location, and then we can because location is the key here when it comes to a retail.
Absolutely.
Anything retail, the location is the key. So we can meet and see the location, and then we can proceed further.
Sure. And currently, like I mentioned, आपका जो question था, you are only providing, yes, we're looking at only a smaller format of 150 and 300 square feet. A full-fledged restaurant we can discuss offline. अगर कोई ऐसी location है जहाँ पे आप run करना चाहते हैं, because the investment location बहुत सारी चीजें जो consider उसमें करनी है, and the investment also goes very very high for that format. उसमें आपकी मिठाइयों से लेके sit down equipment cost, all that would substantially increase. Prakhar ji, your question is this model only for NCR? Yes, absolutely. पूरा Delhi NCR के लिए ही model है, because the entire supply chain, जैसे मैंने आपको बोला, ये सारी की सारी supply chain company अपने centralized kitchen से भेजेगी, and that is the reason just to maintain that standardization quality of food. You can have your details. आपने अपनी details share की है. We'll definitely come back to you. We in fact have a team in our Delhi office who's leading the entire project, and Tarun will get back to you. Okay, great. So Sunil ji, can 150 square feet का format है. Sunil ji will get into more details, once we discuss with you. And I had a question from Mr. Format, which comes 8 feet and 300 square feet, depending on the location that we are in. So that's very helpful. And friends, my another thing which I want to add, we have a detailed working on the financials that we have done. Anybody who wants to maybe go through the entire information, our teams at Franchise India would be able to send that across to you. And also, I'll request anybody who's keen to maybe discuss further face-to-face. Mohit ji and his entire team is based out of Delhi. They're more than happy to maybe come. You can come and we can have maybe a face-to-face meeting, which can start immediately from tomorrow. I'll leave our hotline number and also our email ID in the chat box. You can all reach out to us on this number, which is 9717683838. ये हमारा hotline number है. और I will also put our email ID जहाँ पे आप सारी की सारी information जो आप चाहते हैं आप लिख सकते हैं, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in, and you can copy from there. And Mohit ji, before we close, I'll request एक closing remark आपकी तरफ से हमारे सारे investors की opportunity और successful partner with NATHU'S.
Okay. Thank you everyone, first of all, for listening to me and attending this webinar. I'll just suggest you that the food business is a very lucrative business to get into, and with a brand like us, you will be in safe hands. You don't need to worry about that. So, and if you have any questions, if you're willing to meet or connect, I'll be more than happy to connect with you guys. So, looking forward to meeting you guys. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mohitji. And friends, we have, put our number in the chat box. You can take it from there, and we're more than happy to get connected with you offline and share all the information. And before I close, I'll request my colleague Harshika to kindly take over for the concluding remarks.
Thank you, Sonia ma'am. Thank you, Mohitji, for explaining us in details about the brand NATHU'S is all about. Friends, you can connect us on our hotline number 9717683838, or you can write us on feedback@franchiseindia.in. If you are in Delhi right now, so you can reach us in Eros. Mohitji is there in the Eros hotel, so we can meet up directly. Thank you, everyone.
Friends, one thing which I want to add, we have a show which is happening in Nehru Place, which is Eros Hotel, and we have Mohitji there till 6 in the evening. Anybody who wants to visit the show, we also have many other companies participating. Anybody from Delhi NCR, South Delhi, agar aap aa sakte hain, please come and visit the show in Nehru Place, Eros Hotel. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.